immoral, and wrong.
This is the Modern Eater Show.
Be careful because Greg's going to be reading off the...
Oh, you're fine.
You need my name?
And now your hosts, Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, and Brian.
All right, you better believe it's Saturday night in the Mile High City, live on the air everywhere. Here it is, the Modern Eater Show for another edition. It's a rainy edition, but thank goodness everybody got in here in time except for Cody Ann. You came drenched.
Yes.
Which is fine.
How much I love you guys.
Huh?
How
I
much
know.
I love you guys.
Just like the mailman.
Yeah. So
Rain, sleet, so much to cover. What an action-packed show that we have. We're in Studio Kitchen, Colorado tonight for a live broadcast, and it's hyper-local at its finest because that's how we do it, Brian.
That is how we roll.
I always say that this show is kind of like an oatmeal cookie, oatmeal raisin. You know, you bite into it, you figure out, it's a chocolate chip cookie. And then about half an hour later, you figure out it's an edible. It's just all
Welcome to Colorado.
It's too late. You just have no idea what you're going to get, but I can guarantee you it's going to please because that's what we are.
Be fun. Well, I mean, how can you go wrong when you have a farmer, a chef, a baker, a tortilla maker, and a butcher?
Yeah.
And
all in the same place. Come on.
The man who invented produce.
And Cheeto.
And Cheeto.
And Cheeto. Again,
Cheeto.
full show. Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, Brian Freeman, Dave Avery, Little Rich Snyder. Little Rich, what a good night tonight. Are you ready for this?
I have a prediction, Greg.
What's that?
I'm going to predict that this will be the best show we've ever had.
Are we still on the air? Because those types of things. Now we're off the air. Thanks, Little Rich, for jinxing it. That's how that works.
Knock on wood.
So the weather's going to not do anything to our live broadcast from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. First of all, midway through almost this week, it's the fourth week of the Summer Dinner Series. I got to tell you, I was looking at tickets sales for 5 out of 8 dinners sold out.
Holy
awesome.
cow! This early.
Boom, gone.
This early.
Yeah. So, and actually, there's a couple of dinners, and I'm like, oh, my goodness, Justin Brunson has a couple of tickets left for his dinner. SummerDinnerSeries.com, SummerDinnerSeries.com, featuring the best products that we sourced in Road Trip 2019 as we circled Colorado to just get goodies, great ingredients that Colorado has to offer. And we talk about it all the time with the agriculture that we have, with the vast differences in terrain and climates throughout Colorado, that we can feature potatoes, we can feature sunflower products, we can feature ranching, we can feature veggies, we can feature fruits, vegetables.
Everything.
Everything right here in Colorado. We are blessed to be here.
Wasn't it crazy on that road trip, though, Greg? We saw every season while we were on that road trip in the end of June.
From Colorado Springs to Victor, Colorado, going up near...
Snowstorm.
No, we started out in rain.
Yeah.
Then it turned into sleet.
And
then
snow.
it was hail. And then it was snow. And then we were there, and we were like, wow, we just went through every season in the matter of like 45 minutes.
And that was the last week of June,
Colorado.
folks. I mean,
and that was
Isn't
the last
that
week of June. So, again, here's the lineup, 6:15, and she's on right now, but Cody Ann LaCouture, Aspen Baking Company. First of all, I don't think we've had the honor to do it yet, but official new sponsors of the Modern Eater Show. So you'll be hearing a lot from Codes.
yeah.
And Hollis.
Yes, we are so excited.
And wait until you see the content that we're going to create. It's going to be so cool. And we'll show you why we're in love with this company and these gals. To the moon is what you call it. To the moon. In love to the moon. So.
Oh, look at that. Little tornado, flash flood warning. What do we got going on?
Cameras. Oh, by the way, live on Facebook as well. So if you want to check out the action in the studio. And it's kind of one of those just we're giddy with the weather and just happy to be doing this broadcast and featuring all of these great businesses. So Cody Ann will be talking about this project that she's involved in the next segment. In the meantime and in between time, Amber's going to come on from Strohauer Farms. and this is a potato farm that we're just getting acquainted with, but I'm so excited. It's up north a little bit, northeast, just a tad in LaSalle.
LaSalle. Yeah. And actually, I've known Harry for years and years because Harry and his family.
Well, you showed him how to grow potatoes. Probably.
No. Harry showed me a couple
Taught
things.
him what a
too,
potato was. Yeah. So I'm really interested in that. And Chef Josh Chesterton from Modern Market's going to be on at 6:45 in the kitchen segment. 7 p.m. Nate Singer from Carter Country Meats, and 7:15 Flash Flood.
Yep, Flash Flood.
That's
I got most of it.
I got the
so.
right.
Yeah, just wring out your shirt. There's the Flash Flood. Zach Johnson, the Spice Guy. Erica Brown from Vibrant Veggies is going to be on. And then last but not least, in Booze in the News, for all the booze news you can use at 7:45 with Jeff Tyler, Spice Trade Brewing Company, and host of a Modern Eater Network production, Beercraft, which we'll talk about all of those things. If that's not enough, I think I've said enough for the whole thing. Christopher Moore, chef.
How you doing?
How are you?
Doing great.
ACF Colorado Chefs Association chef. We've become acquainted with you for years now.
Absolutely.
And everything you do is just top notch.
Thank you.
You're a member of this community that means so much to all of us. And we are looking so forward to August 13th,
yes.
which is a Tuesday night.
You're right.
It's the ACF Colorado Chefs Association dinner, and it's, in my estimation, the biggest, baddest, coolest dinner of the summer dinner series. The last year we paired up 2 different chefs, 10 chefs, 5 courses. Paired up for an evening of community, and I can tell you that if you purchase tickets, it's eating for a cause, because 100% of the proceeds will be going right back to the ACF Colorado Chefs Apprenticeship Program. Talk about it.
So, so I teach second-year apprenticeship for our CCA, and we're the only Chefs Association in the United States in the ACF who actually run our own and teach our own apprenticeship program. And it's awesome that we have this opportunity to actually, pair up with each other, because as chefs and part of an association, we don't get to cook together very often, but we all, big camaraderie with all of us. The fun part about it is we have to pair up, and not only pair up and work on each other's strengths, but also all the wonderful produce that we can produce in products that we can obtain as we go through this through the process. And Brian, it's funny that you're talking about the potato farm, and I've used their products for years. I just finished cooking. I just met a bunch of lamb ranchers. I just did the Colorado Wool Growers Association in Montrose 2 days ago.
Did you do that?
I did do that.
I saw some pictures.
What'd you make to eat?
Ooh, that was good stuff.
A lot of stuff. I did lamb barbacoa tacos, and we did lamb gyros. I actually took legs and made actually gyro meat out of legs, and then of course the dinner itself is lamb lollipops and sirloins, and it's always fun to go do that event, because you actually get to meet the people that produce the products that you get to use, and you get a chance to thank them, because if they didn't do what they did, we wouldn't be able to do what we do. And that's one of the beauties of actually going out and doing those events. And it's a lot of driving, but it's more fun cooking for them and just showing that appreciation for what they do.
I think it's also fun for them to see what chefs are doing with what they make.
Absolutely. And you would think that they grow and raise lamb and they want to keep eating lamb, but they do. They're ranchers and they eat, and it's awesome. It's really cool that they appreciate the efforts that we put forward, and we've done it for I think 8 or 9 years now. Actually longer than that. One of my chefs that was with us he's done it 18. One of the first ones they did was 18 years ago.
Jeez.
Nice.
So,
well, hey, I want to tie back into that dinner real quick, because Greg made a bold statement. Mm-hmm. He said that that's going to be the best dinner. So tell us why. Why, Chef, is that going to be the best dinner?
Yeah,
we've got some big names, man. We've already had Keegan Gerhardt cook some insane food. I mean, he was there. Who are all the people? Cheeto. There's a lot of good food, man. How are you going to top it?
Well, you have ACF chefs are usually top chefs in top positions, and have a great ability to do whatever they creatively do what they want to do, and it's fun when you get all of us together and we put our heads together and just crank out amazing food.
And then you see the apprentice around as well.
And the apprentices are there helping as well, because they get to be a part of it, which is really fun, because the idea is to help them promote into the chapter and be in the chapter as well. We have one of our apprentice graduates just recently went and spent some time in Las Vegas filming a show, and I can't talk about it, but there's a little bit, which means that these are people that are really dedicated and passionate to our craft. All right. It's one thing to be a chef and say, watch a TV show and say, oh, I can do this. And it's another thing to actually like go through the process of learning and coming up through the industry. And, you know, I'm a commis and there's a chef de partie and I want to do what he does. So I have to learn what he does to climb the ladder. And that's the process of what we do in our industry is learning the processes and the steps to become a really great chef. Because I'm in the point now where I'm actually a mentor.
So would you say that's a big part of what the ACF does
Absolutely.
is really helps build those younger chefs to
Absolutely.
something like where you are?
Absolutely. That's
so
what
cool.
that's what we drive.
SummerDinnerSeries.com. It's week 7 of the Summer Dinner Series. I'll guarantee it right now. This is going to be a dinner that won't be soon forgotten. So please participate. Come to that. I'd appreciate it. Christopher Moore, executive chef, Degree Metropolitan Food and Drink, man. That's a restaurant inside of which hotel?
So we're Spring Hill Suites Marriott at downtown at MSU, right at Aurora and Spear, across from the Pepsi Center.
Good stuff.
It's a public restaurant. Most Spring Hill Suites don't have restaurants, we do.
I've eaten there, man. That's a cool place.
And
the bar is cool too.
Getting ready to change the menus and change our approach and attitude, and come in and we should do a show there.
I may or may not have been kicked out of there once, so hopefully we get the statute of limitations is clear on that. No,
as far as I know, I've only been there a couple months, so we, slate's
start clean. All
Slate's
right,
clean.
I've matured a lot since then.
Sure you have.
Let's take a break. We'll take a quick turnaround. We'll come right back. I got to tell you, when you hear our sponsors and you hear the commercial, they're curated. These are the best of the best. They're local. They're as good as you get. And truly, if you love the programming that we do on this show, you've got to participate as well. And it first starts a Little Rich with you getting in Little Rich's corner.
I'm going to jump over here. Hold on.
Facebook, you get full value for this. Little Rich is going to go over there. But listen to our sponsors. If there's something that strikes your ear and it's something that you can use, I would implore you to please do just that. Use their products. We'll take a break. We'll come right back. You are listening to the Modern Eater Show live from Studio Kitchen, Colorado on iHeartRadio.
Thanks, Greg. Great first segment. Holy cow, we've got. Let's hear it for what's going on in here so far. Come on. Yeah. And it hasn't flooded yet. It's still dry in here.
Good. Let's keep on cooking.
So no, this is awesome. So now we're going to bring on this segment. We're going to have one of our favorite chefs, Chef Cheeto. Cheeto, a lot has been happening in your life in the past couple months here.
Months, yes, for sure.
What's the biggest thing?
Biggest thing, contracts and restaurants and businesses and just
A new son?
a new guy, a
New
little
son?
dude, a little dude,
Yeah.
a little Cheeto.
Awesome.
So
And I
he's
understand
a
you.
little sous chef.
I understand you changed addresses a little bit.
Yeah, we're at the convention center
What-
every weekend for all the shows that they have there. We're going to be doing a portable with the Sochi, the same thing that we started with the food truck.
Awesome. So we look for you over there. I understand you got tacos,
there.
hyper local.
Yeah, tacos and burgers. And then we'll be there for the tattoo show next weekend.
Awesome.
Second, third, and fourth.
Awesome. I'm going to tell you, I don't know what's going on at the convention center, but his food alone is worth parking and the price of getting in
Yeah,
there.
right?
Get down there, have some tacos and some food. We'll be back so you can listen to some spots from our favorite sponsors.
Quality. It's about taste. It's about passion. Infused with American spirit. Rocker whiskey, Rocker rum, Rocker vodka. Get ready for an original look, feel, and experience. Old Town Littleton. And if you get hungry while you're sipping on some drinks, they've got the best food truck line in town. Open Thursdays, Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Rockerspirits.com. Rockerspirits.com.
Hi, I'm Andrew Moore, brewmaster at the Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project. At Intrepid Sojourner, beer tells a story inspired by my adventures as a well-traveled archaeologist. My recipes draw inspiration from all over the world, from historical styles like softies, grazers, and kvass, to adjunct beers inspired by flavors from international cuisines. My beers broaden the horizons of what beer can be. Explore basil IPA and Turkish coffee stout. Enjoy chai brown ale. Taste lavender tripel and the distinctive horchata milk stout. Thoughtfully sourced spices and herbs enhance flavors inherent to indigenous beer styles. My sincere hope is that Intrepid Sojourner Beer Project will inspire adventure and wanderlust. Come visit the tap room and share your tales with friends and plan your next sojourn. Located at 925 West 8th Avenue in the heart of the Arts District on Santa Fe. For everything Intrepid, Look us up online at sojournerbeers.com, and remember to drink globally, locally.
Hey, it's Greg Hollenbach for Gluten-Free Things. Are you intolerant or sensitive to gluten? Or maybe you're a gluten-free lifestyler? Is your menu limited because you've eliminated gluten from your diet? Are you missing the taste of foods that traditionally contain gluten? What if I told you that you can add breads, pizzas, muffins, cakes, cookies, waffles, croissants, English muffins, the list goes on, right back to your menu? Gluten-Free Things is a local gluten-free and vegan bakery that reintroduces you to the foods you love. Owner John Irvin believes gluten-free shouldn't taste like the box that it's packaged in. Trust me when I tell you, the products from his bakery in Arvada are fresh, flavorful, and masterly crafted, leaving you with a product that tastes like the real thing. Simply delicious. The bakery is located in Arvada on 64th and Sims across the street from Arvada West High School. Check out their website at glutenfreethings.com. You'll be amazed with the variety of gluten-free products they make. And chefs, don't leave your gluten-free restaurant guests without options. Contact John at info@glutenfreethings.com. That's info@glutenfreethings.com to see what he can do for you. Give him a shot. 11651 West 64th Avenue in Arvada. It's Gluten-Free Things.
Hey, you guys, Jay Parker here for Encore Energy. How much are you paying for your natural gas? Wouldn't you like to save 10 to 20% on your natural gas bill? Of course you would. You're not crazy. Encore Energy and Brian Rizzuto can do just that, save you money. Give Brian a call, 720-245-5771. Maybe you own a restaurant or a brewery and use a ton of natural gas. This is how you save money. Get a free savings review from Brian Rizzuto and Encore Energy. Call Brian at 720-245-5771. Save 10 to 20% on your natural gas bill right now.
Yo, what's up? This is Justin Brunson, Culture Meat and Cheese in Denver Central Market. I'm a meat guy. And you're listening to the Modern Eater Show, iHeartRadio.
And has a few tickets left to his dinner on August
Which is
20th.
just amazing.
Burning down the house with Justin Brunson. No, it's actually just a few tickets left. This is almost a sold-out series, and I want you to come to not only Justin's dinner, but please, the ACF Colorado Chefs Association dinner, summerdinnerseries.com. This segment brought to you by Brews Beers. We love Brews Beers, and we were just visiting them today. Happy anniversary. I hope the rain didn't affect them too much, but they're doing a big shindig in Midtown. Fancy name for Commerce City.
No, that's not Commerce City, man. That's a cooler. Yeah, it's more sunny side. It's 67th and Pecos right there.
Back to our show with with our friend Cody Yan.
Thank you.
It's
or Cody,
or Codes.
Yeah.
We can all three. No problem.
There we go.
She's bringing home the bread.
Aspen Baking Company. We had a little tour. I got to tell you. So, Brian, have you been to Aspen Baking Company?
I didn't get to go with you guys that
Jay,
day.
fire up your microphone.
You're missing out.
I know. Will you give me a tour sometime, Cody?
Will you wear shoes?
Better than Mr. Flip Flop Boy over here.
Yeah.
I saw that. With his
put a hairnet
putting
on
his hairnet on his feet.
But admit to me this. That was entertaining.
Oh, it was fabulous.
Right? I mean, I'd watch that.
I watched it like 3 times. But I was there.
Like, what's wrong with Greg?
I saved those hairnets.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
All right. So just so you guys know, we went to Aspen Baking Company, and I full on know the rules. You're going into a production facility. They don't want your stinky toes out. They don't want hairnet. Take the jewelry out. Jay had to take his 1980s double hooped earrings out.
How long did it take you to get those back in?
You know, it took me about half an hour.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, but that's good. I mean, that's good. Take the earrings out.
Yeah.
They haven't been out in about 20 years, and yes, I'm 42 and I still wear earrings. Let's just front sell that so that you can formulate your opinions.
Hey, yeah,
now
don't worry, dude. I just got my
way.
10-year-old some magnetic ones. It's totally fine.
I'll say this though, really clean facility, organized. Every room that we went into, and if you go to the Modern Eater Facebook page and you dig in our videos, you'll see it. Every area that we were in, bread-wise, clean, organized. The folks were smiles, and it was just, I would say, fun. It was fun to walk around.
You can tell it was a family business because the culture was so great inside of there. You walk in, and here's a new project. First of all, I don't want to speak for it, but the grab and goes, right? That's your baby.
So grab and go and box lunches. It's amazing.
Talk about it.
So Aspen's been around for over 25 years, and we are such a customer-oriented company that we listen to our chefs. And box lunches have become such a big thing, but I'm echoing, sorry. It takes so much time in production off of the kitchen's normal day to day. So to be able to outsource that, have everything perfectly done for you, it just saves so much time, headache, money, and then also now getting into the grab and goes. We're in a lot of our big customers, hospitals, large, office buildings down in DTC. It's really cool to be able to be so creative and to see the end product, like going in and seeing people. Like Hollis and I both have friends texting us like, oh my gosh, I just saw your grab and go, or we saw this at this hospital or this building, and it's really cool. I love it.
Yeah. Is there a price point? I'm curious because you talked about price. That's important. Is that hard to hit that price point that you can get out to the masses?
With grab and go, yes, of course. But also, I guess what I really meant with the price is when you have to bring in temps, when you have to,
the strain on the kitchen.
The strain on the kitchen, because if you have 1,500 box lunches that need to go out tomorrow, you have to bring in temps. The labor market sucks right now. It's not fun not being able to rely on people. So just being able to outsource all of that and have a beautiful box lunch delivery.
Not only beautiful,
sitting there in your kitchen,
but local, Colorado, great ingredients. You're supporting a Colorado business in Aspen Baking Company, and it's going to be consistent. The quality is going to be there, and it's just truly a no-brainer. I got to tell you what, watch out, breweries. We're coming for you. We're going to talk to breweries because this is right up their alley. So where the food truck problem, to be able to mobilize food truck. And I don't know if the ability is there to get it to the amount of breweries that there are, but I think we possibly could.
I think we will.
And we're going to create some great content, show you these delicious. If you're on Facebook right now, you can see these. Which camera are we using? Hold those up to this camera right here. Codes. Cody.
This one?
Right here.
Right there. Oh, Jay's camera. Oh. Look at this delicious. And this is I'm a sandwich guy. I'm a sandwich guy, Brian. I love a great quality.
What's your favorite sandwich?
I'll tell you what. It goes like roast beef and Havarti. I'll do something like that.
Let me ask you, is there any method to the way that all that stuff is stacked inside between the bread?
Oh, you're going to do what
don't even get me started on this.
All right, so tomato. I'm picky with my tomatoes, but I'll put them close to the bread for a little bit of absorption if they have.
Oh, well, to dry them out so they don't ruin stuff.
And then I'll throw some lettuce down there, but I want the cheese closest to the meat.
Thank you.
And
what else?
I want my condiments on the bread. Right? I don't like it drizzled.
So mayonnaise and lettuce, mustard and cheese.
Yeah,
that's how it goes, man. Just so everyone knows, that's the way to make a sandwich.
What varieties do you have?
It's really cool. We have a full-service menu: turkey, ham and cheese, roast beef. We've got a great, artisan bread selection. So we've got a, cranberry walnut turkey sandwich, jalapeno cheddar roast beef. But it's really cool because we are a full-service kitchen. We can cater to the catering menus of these, big businesses and big hotels. Anything that you throw at us, give us a couple days to make samples, bring it over to you, make sure that it's up to your standards, and then we'll just duplicate everything that you've done in your kitchen.
Now, that's a great point. So we have a lot of people that are decision makers that listen to this show, that have businesses that go, man, this might be right for me. Cody Ann, how can people get a hold of you directly via email? I wouldn't give out your cell phone number.
Orders at aspenbaking.com.
Now give out your cell phone number.
All right.
No,
303.
Orders at aspenbakingcompany.com.
And I love connecting with people, these decision makers, or somebody that just wants some office lunches for everyone to have, or a special occasion.
But you don't want someone calling you for one sandwich. Like, you'll tell them where to go, right?
Of course.
Here's where you can go, and I can tell you one place we know of is the Hyatt downtown. Isn't that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can go to the Hyatt downtown, grab one of these. Do you know what ruins a sandwich for me?
What?
Poor quality bread.
Oh, yeah, I would agree with that.
The bread makes the sandwich.
It absolutely makes the sandwich, and that's where you just are way ahead of the game because you have the most delicious bread on the market, and it just so happens to be Colorado Aspen Baking Company bread, which is so cool. What's something that we should know about the future of this? What can we do? What can we expect? Where are you looking to put these sandwiches? Will there be a location? Will there be a Aspen Baking bakery?
Sometime.
Sometime. I mean, we can dream, can't we?
We would love that.
Yeah.
Right now, we are just, you guys saw, we're expanding so much. We're on top of each other. It's been such an amazing experience. We are riding this wave out as long as we can.
Yeah.
We got into this for just doing box lunches, and then Grab and Go started, and then we met Chris Johnson here with Rome Sausage and decided to do a breakfast burrito or a breakfast sandwich. It's really evolved into something that we had never planned. So it's really exciting.
At its finest. And I bet you anything you would take suggestions if there are other companies that could add to your sandwich's quality, reach out to you and say, hey, listen, I want to pitch you something that I think would be great inside of your sandwich.
We would love that, especially local. Everything we do is local, so buying from us is buying local, and that's why we love you guys so much. Everything's super local.
It's
hyper local.
It's 6:30 on 630 KHOW, our flagship radio station right here in Denver, Colorado on iHeartRadio. Cody and LaCouture, thank you so much for being with us again.
Thank you, guys.
It's time to eat some delicious food. Look at this back here.
I know.
That sounds.
Do you know how many days that steak has been aged before it came here and got on that grill?
27.
27, I think more than that, wasn't it?
45.
45 days. Right? Jay, do you want to get in?
That's
I
happening.
thought something was 9 years old. There was.
That's your underwear, Jay.
Yeah, Jay, we're going to step up the meat a little bit more. 9 years.
Joke's on you. I don't wear any.
Oh, my God.
Why'd you tell everyone?
No, I
that?
do. I do.
Oh, just stop.
Amber Strohauer, Strohauer Farms. They're coming up next right here on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Thanks, Greg. What a great segment. You know what I just thought of? For once in my life, I can call a girl and just go, hey, make me a sandwich. And she's going to make me a sandwich. She'll make me as many as I want.
That's what she did.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
That's awesome.
Hey, we've got one of our best friends here, Chris Moore. Chris Moore, really, we can trade our roots back to why I'm even here.
That's right. We did this a couple weeks ago.
Exactly. But tell us what's happening. What's new in Chris's life?
Just did Lamb Council in Montrose. It was awesome. A lot of fun.
Awesome.
And usually I do that with Danny Flanagan. And Danny has moved out of the country. He's in the Caymans now. So big shout out to Danny if you're watching.
We miss you already,
We miss you,
Danny.
buddy. So, that's what's going on. I got a new restaurant that I got to run and part of a hotel. And,
Where's that
at? Spring Hill Suites by Marriott at MSU, Spear and Auraria, and we have Degree Metropolitan Food and Drink. And, it's a great restaurant, modern American cuisine, urban cooking, all local products that we source.
Oh, yeah.
So we use Zach Kreider's Colorado Mills sunflower oil and all sorts of local products, which is great. So
This guy, he's the best.
Thanks.
Go check him out at Degree.
Please come
After
by.
that, we'll be right back, and you might hear from one of our sponsors right on this wall. We'll be back.
Awesome.
That was good.
We are creating a stir in the culinary community. This is your personal invitation to join us on our constant culinary adventure. Let us open up our network to you and help you grow professionally. Whether you are a chef, purveyor, brewer, baker, we are here to build your brand, your business, and connect you with Colorado's culinary community. Join us. I'd love to hear from you. Email me, Colleen at acfcoloradochefs.org.
Hey, chef friends, it's Little Rich here from Raquelitas Tortillas. Raquelitas, known for hyper-local, innovative, and healthy tortillas and chips, served by Colorado's top chefs, and that's why we only use Colorado Mills sunflower oil. If you, too, want to serve the healthiest, most vibrant-tasting foods, you must use Colorado Mills. Colorado Mills is hyper-local, Colorado-grown, cold-pressed in Lamar, Colorado. Whether you bake, fry, or saute, get your Colorado Mills today. Available through Shamrock, Growers Organic, and Dawn Foods. For the best oil in the business, use Colorado Mills.
Hey, pizza lovers. It's your pizza guy here, Jason McGovern with Crush Pizza and Tap right here in Denver, Colorado. With your help, let's make pizza great again. Come into Crush Pizza and Tap for our award-winning pizza, wings, and local beer. But we're serving up 3 styles of pizza for you to crush. Dig into our Chicago deep dish with sauce on top of the cornmeal crust. And don't forget about our Sicilian, that's right, with cheesy crisp edges and that soft crust. Don't forget about America's Pizza. How could you do that? Crush Pizza and Tap's hand-tossed pizza will take your taste buds back to that neighborhood pizzeria you loved as a kid. You like deals? Come in and mention the Modern Eater and get a buy one, get one free on our hand-tossed pizzas any day of the week. Man, that's good. Lastly, don't forget to crush our award-winning smoked wings. They're Little Rich approved and loved by everyone. Crush Pizza and Tap's conveniently located at 1200 West 38th Avenue, just minutes from downtown. Come and crush pizza with us. We've been making pizza great again since 2012. It's Crush Pizza and Tap.
Want to bake the best? Bake with the 30. from Rockalitas Tortillas and the Modern Eater. Our wraps fold cold and don't break open, yet they're soft and delicious. What's my secret? Ardent Mills. Organic, ancient, and heirloom grains like quinoa, spelt, and more. Locally headquartered in Denver, Colorado, Ardent Mills provides the industry's broadest range of traditional and organic flours, whole grains, customized blends, and specialty products dedicated to providing the culinary industry with the next grains and unique plant-based ingredients. I love Ardent Mills, and I know you will too. To bake the best, you must use the best. Learn more at ardentmills.com.
Hey, this is Brother Luck from Colorado Springs. All right, you ready? Owner of 4 by Brother Luck and Lucky Dumplings. I mean, he's a very, very impressive man. And you're rocking with the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
You're hot. Okay, back at it live from Studio Kitchen, Colorado, and on Facebook as well. This segment brought to you by Crush Pizza and Tap. Love Jason McGovern and what he does. I mean, you want to talk about craft pizza, delicious craft beers, and probably, in my estimation, some of the best chicken wings in town.
They're tasty.
Best.
They're tasty.
Chicken wings.
Very, very tasty.
It's a 3-step process, and Jason McGovern, he is the governor when it comes to that. So thank you, Crush Pizza and Tap. You heard the voice of Brother Luck, and Brother Luck is week 6 of the Summer Dinner Series, and that's August 6th.
And we're doing him with our Black Forest friends, right? Yeah. Or the new...
Yeah, absolutely. You just made Rocky Mountain Organic. I just had a small stroke right there. That was
it's okay.
Really weird. But Brother Luck's dinner is sold out, so sorry about that.
Oh, it just went?
Next year, you'll be able to get to that. Yeah, we're selling these dinners out left and right. SummerDinnerSeries.com. See what tickets that you can grab up. And speaking of Summer Dinner Series, this Tuesday night, taking the stage is Miss Carly Smith, the fairy godmother, Brian.
And she's sold out, right? Or is there any left for her?
She is sold out.
Sold out.
She's ready, locked and loaded and ready to go. And one of the great purveyors is right here with us right now. And I'm looking so forward to this, Amber Strohauer. And I'm saying that correct?
Perfect.
Strohauer Farms.
It's impressive.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having us.
First visit, but not the last. And we're going to talk potatoes right now.
That's my favorite thing to do.
I said to Amber, anybody who doesn't like potatoes, I don't even trust them. I don't want to be around them. Potatoes are the thing. It's gonna. They've been the past. They're the future. Yeah. It's
my favorite breakfast food of all the foods.
It spans through breakfast, lunch, dinner.
Yeah.
Snack, dessert if you want to.
Well, potato chips. We don't think how many ways potatoes touch our lives.
I know.
We really
don't. On a daily basis, and now Amber's here to talk on the show.
I know, we're like potato
We're
souls.
potato vibing right now. We're vibing on the potatoes. Where do we start, family farm?
Where do we start? Yes, I'm a 4th-generation potato farmer. We've been growing potatoes in Greeley, Colorado. Now we're north of Denver since 1901. And
You're a Centennial farm?
Pretty much. We don't claim that right now because it's kind of hard to trace that completely back, but in the Greeley area, at least, we've been growing potatoes that long.
I would believe it. Your dad is such a stand-up guy. I mean,
so nice.
I'll tell you, I've known him for a long time, and what they're doing, their spot is just beautiful. They were innovators with bags.
Tell us about the spot.
I mean, so much stuff.
The spot?
Yeah, where are you at? The spot.
I mean, okay, well, what was kind of fun today, we're in LaSalle, technically, and today is LaSalle's day, so.
Is it really?
Yeah, so it was like a big parade, 5K, all that, so that was kind of fun.
The whole community gets together?
Yeah, and for like a small town, we do a good job, so.
Do you do like potato bag races? And
oh my gosh, we used to do that, and we don't do it anymore.
Stop
I know. That should be my job.
Because I'll tell you what, you tell the folks at LaSalle, next year we're coming.
Okay.
The Modern Eater Show, we're coming up there.
You just committed,
but we did right now. We're going to do a live broadcast up there. We're going to be with the folks in LaSalle. But if there's no potato sack racing,
you're out.
We're not going.
I see how it is.
So we need to make sure that that's there.
Deal.
Very fun, but serious stuff right here because you've got great potatoes. And if you're on Facebook Live, you can see it right now in front of us. But what are you guys growing?
So we're growing just about every potato variety except like sweet potatoes. But what we're really known for is the fingerlings.
Well, but don't tell him. Let's see if he can figure out what's on the table here.
Yeah, tell me.
Come on, Craig. Come on. It's easy.
Russet and a fingerling.
No, you're wrong.
Oh, already. Oh, my God.
No russet. I'm sorry.
Well, that's not a russet.
Can I jump in here?
Try it.
I'm going to say, first of all, Amber, I'm Jay.
Yeah,
I don't know if you know that potatoes have more potassium than bananas.
Thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Love it.
Yeah, and I'm going to say Yukon Gold.
You got it.
Perfect.
I cheated.
Now,
I cheated.
but Jay, now the real test. Do you know what each of these fingerlings
Yes,
are
each of
called?
those fingerlings.
Yeah. Fingerling.
Purple, red.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, there's so many things trying to fight their way out. I can't say any of them on the radio. So go ahead.
Go ahead.
Greg,
Brian,
come on,
Amber.
come on.
No,
Yeah, Brian, do you think
I'm
you could
already
do
out
it?
of the game.
I cheated a little bit. I asked you but I was going for even specific varietals of, as opposed to, because see, you can cheat and you can say that's just a yellow. You don't have to go to a Yukon. You can say that's just a yellow because, quite honestly, it might be a crossbreed of like a Latona and something else. We don't know what it is because there's so many varieties of potatoes, and that's what's cool.
Can you name 10 varieties?
Oh my gosh, yes.
Do it.
Well, right here. Okay, so for fingerlings on purples, these are purple Fiesta. We also grow purple Peruvian, which I love because potatoes are, originally from Peru. And then you've got your Yukon Golds. We've got our banana fingerlings. These are specifically in the banana category, Austrian Crescents. And then for the red fingerlings, you have French. So.
Nobody knows that except the Strohauers.
I know, right?
Nobody knows that.
But what's interesting on the Yukon Golds is it's kind of like Kleenex. These are actually like just a specific name of a variety, but everybody now calls them Yukon Golds.
I mean, my extent is like a red boiling potato and a russet. What does that all mean? Do they taste the same?
No, they're also different.
Can you talk about where the taste variation is going to come from?
Well, my favorite type is always a purple potato. They have more of like an earthy taste, and I just love that.
Really?
But also from like a health standpoint, they have the most antioxidants of any other type of potato.
How would you prepare that?
Okay, so actually tomorrow at the Slow Foods Nation Larimer Square Food Show, we're going to be at the Colorado Fruit and Veggie Growers booth, and we're doing these purple potato fingerling chocolate truffles. So we're doing like a vegetable dessert. So I'd love to see if Brian actually thinks they taste like a truffle.
Yep, I will be there. I will be checking it out at This is at Slow Foods.
I will be there. Go check it out.
I will be there. Go check it out. Well, you know me, man. My head is, I'm already there.
Yeah.
I want to try this chocolate truffle.
I do too.
I mean, that sounds so good.
So you can stop by and see you guys. You'll be live and in Technicolor.
Yes.
Right there.
And, we're using fresh potatoes. I dug them yesterday, so.
You dug them up.
I dug them up.
Serious? So you're hands-on on the farm.
Yes. I'm an office job technically, but I'm out in the field, once a day at least.
Let me see your hands. Come on. Is there any dirt?
No.
No dirt.
She came to a show tonight.
I know, and I was cooking today,
Here,
so I can't be.
Put it back on him, Amber. Do you know what family the potatoes fall into? Do you know what kind of a animal they are?
Root.
That was good.
Almost. You're close.
What do you mean?
It starts with a T. I'll give you first letter.
They're root.
First word.
They're rooty.
No.
Come on, Jay. Come on,
Jay
babe.
Man,
Bring it out. It's your favorite thing, babe. It's your favorite thing.
Do you want to honor?
TU is the second letter.
Turmeric.
Is that?
That's a.
So close.
That's a root too.
Oh,
but
I know what it is. They're tuberous.
Yes.
there you go. Look at that. Look at that.
Come on.
Not only fun, but educational.
Yeah, absolutely educational. Another something that nobody knows about potatoes.
Okay, so with Carly doing this gut health dinner on Tuesday.
And you'll be here.
And yes, I'll be here. And what I love about her incorporating potatoes is, it's one of the best food sources for your gut. Potatoes if you cook potatoes and then cool them in the fridge, and even if you kind of heat them up again, they have more resistant starch than almost any other type of food source. So, kind of feeding the gut bacteria.
We have fact checkers all the time.
Here's a weird one. Here, do you smell this? See if you can tell what this smell is right there. Can you smell that?
Oh my God, that's so floral though.
Do you know what it is? Yep, we'll see if he knows what it is.
This isn't supposed to smell like.
Yes, it is. This time of year, that's the best.
What
Amber,
is this?
throw me one of those potatoes. I want to smell what he smells.
Here, smell right there, babe. Let's see if you guys can figure this out. Yeah.
Oh, that's cardamom.
Close. It starts with a C.
Clove.
There you go.
Yeah.
And do you know why they put clove on the potato?
Something to do with insects.
No, you're close. You're close.
Something to do with insects.
You're still not that close, but you're getting further away.
Go ahead. No, I don't know. I have a question, though.
It's because of, so there's something that the bad guys put on their food.
Pesticides.
Yeah, well, they also put sprout nip at the end. And clove oil is a natural sprout nip. And if people don't know what that is potatoes want to go back into the ground at this time of year. Yeah. So they start growing out the roots. And so what you do is you put clove oil on it, and it stops the root growth.
Yeah.
Shut the front door. Are you kidding me?
Yeah. I just made that up, you guys. What are you talking
Brian's,
about? Yeah, I just.
She'll be on the show much, much more. Amber Strohauer, thank you so much. Strohauer Farms.
I want to get her to do another dinner. I think she does more than just Carly's dinner. I think we bring her back for another dinner.
Potatoes
Yes,
are universal.
please.
Yeah.
I'd love that.
Yes, please.
Okay.
We'll see you here Tuesday night.
Great.
If you didn't get a ticket to Carly's dinner, sorry about that too. Those
Next
that
year.
are coming.
Next year, maybe.
Fantastic. What a pleasure to meet you.
Thank you, guys.
So great.
This is really fun.
Yeah, and that's what it's all about: education, fun, community, and family businesses. So,
and wait till you taste the food.
Oh, wait! Something very important before we go to break. Mm-hmm. Where can people find your product by name in grocery stores, or where do they get it? Huh?
We're under Strohauer Farms. We're in most retail stores, especially here in the Denver
This
area.
time of year, her product's
That's
everywhere.
her job.
Yeah.
Look for it by name.
Local potatoes. There's really just a couple big local potato people. I mean, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but there's just a few people that are doing it right. The Strohauers are one of those families up here in the north side of the state. Down south, you've got White Mountain, Sheldon, and Paul New.
Yeah.
So, she's her family is an icon in the potato industry, for sure.
OMG, we're in love. All right, we'll take a break. We'll come right back. It's In the Kitchen. That'll be next on the Modern Eater Show.
Thanks, Greg. Another great segment. I'm just thinking of something. Here we're known for, in the studio kitchen, collaboration. And I've got my friend Zach here. We're doing collaboration. But you could get your Strohauer potatoes, fry them in Colorado Mills oil, season them with Zach's spices. I've got a friend that's got a packaging machine. Zach, what would be the spices to put on those hyper-local Colorado potato chips?
I think we're thinking things like barbecue spice, maybe some of our Syrian barbecue midnight toker. I think we could do something like a bacon jalapeno, and we've got the vegan bacon powder. So I think we could do vegan, gluten-free jalapeno bacon chips.
Oh, my God. See, that's what happens down here, and we're not even at capacity tonight, and that's what happens. That's what this is about. Now, Zach, I understand something from your plant.
Yep.
Is hitting stores around here. Tell me, what is it?
Yeah, so we've got a cedar plank cooking kit. There's 2 different spice options inside of there, dropping into every city market and King Superstore in the Colorado region. So we should be able to find them at every 150 store in Colorado here.
This guy's bad. He's bad. He's really at the top of his game. Thanks, Zach. Thank you so much. Well, hey, hang out, listen to some of our sponsors. Some of these guys right here, they'll make you better.
As a chef and aquaponics farmer, I get the importance of conserving our limited water supply. Did you know Colorado is suffering from the most severe drought since 2012? Water shortages are very real, especially to Colorado farmers. Now here's the good news. Aquaponic farming uses 90% less water than traditional farming, while producing 4.5 times more food per square foot. Using traditional farming techniques, farmers would flood their fields with large quantities of water, leaving much of this water underutilized and just plain wasted. But because aquaponics is a recirculating system, the only water used is what the plants uptake and some very minor evaporation. South River Aquaponics has been running a 55,000-gallon system year-round for 4 years, and we use less than 500 gallons of water per day. Education is very important to us here at South River Aquaponics. I invite you to learn more about aquaponics at southriveraquaponics.com. South River Aquaponics, the future of farming.
Hey Colorado, this is Brian Freeman, owner of Growers Organic and a host on the Modern Eater Talk Show. Growers Organic is a Colorado sourcing company who provides Colorado's greatest chefs with the best organic produce. I've been partnering with local and regional farms for the last 20 years, and our returning customers know they can count on us over and over again. Chefs who receive the highest rating on Good Food 100 choose Growers Organic for their organic produce needs because we're experts at bridging the gap between the farm and the table. Join us in the organic revolution and go organic with Growers Organic. Look us up on
about a minute to the live.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants, and the entire Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of...
Live in 20.
Your distributor doesn't carry it? Call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at chris@romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-54.
You're hot.
2.
Okay, we're going to jump in the kitchen in just a minute and talk to Modern Market. Right now, I have to tell you about Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. These are the guys that, when you look inside the studio kitchen, Colorado, you see this green egg, you see this Yoder smoker. They have various things that they supply us with, but these are the experts on smokers and barbecuing and education at 2485 North Federal, 24th and Federal. Here's their location. You're going to go in there, and it's like barbecue heaven. It's midsummer, right? Here's the problem. A lot of people think, oh, man, I'm just going to wait till next year. I'm limping along. This is what I don't limp along because it's like Indian summer.
Yeah.
It lasts.
You'll grill all winter.
You'll grill all winter. You'll love what you have. Don't put this off. You want to go in there right now. Mention the Modern Eater. Talk to Tony, talk to Dan, talk to Chris, talk to Frank. Whoever you talk to, they're going to make sure you have the education you need for these smokers. I want to tell you what, Justin Brunson, Chef Justin Brunson, he loves what they do, so he went in and bought a Yoder smoker. These Yoder smokers, you're going to be the talk of the neighborhood. Do yourself a favor, go see these guys at 24th and Federal. If you want to give them a call, 720-612-7324. But better yet, hit them up online, ProudSoulsBBQ.com, and they have classes as well. If you're looking to up your barbecue game, that's what you want to do with Proud Souls. Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. Look them up online, ProudSoulsBBQ.com.
Feed me now. This is the Modern Eater Show.
That's right, boy. I'm starving.
And now it's time for In the Kitchen.
How am I supposed to keep on feeding you? Kill people?
Brought to you by Proud Souls Barbecue and Provisions. Award-winning competition cooks and purveyors of specialty barbecue supplies right here in Denver, Colorado. ProudSoulsBBQ.com.
Feed me all night long.
You're hot.
We can do that all night long.
Again and again and again, please.
And then one more time. And you know it. This is a segment In the Kitchen. That's when we take great chefs. I just fist bumped him if you saw it on the Modern Eater Live Facebook page. And here he is, Chef Josh Chesterson from Modern Market. How are you, Chef?
I'm good, man.
Good to see you.
Yeah, you too.
I've been wanting to catch up with you actually for quite some time. Here's the reason why. I'm a fan. I love what you guys do, and I also like the name.
Awesome.
Modern.
Yeah.
Why not? We don't want to be relics. We want to be modern towards what we do. So what does that mean to us? Innovative thinking, sustainability, great sourcing, great food, great community, great people, great chefs.
Exactly.
And here we are.
Yes, sir.
All right. Where do we begin? Modern Market, just lay it down in like a minute.
Sure. So, I mean, traditionally we're fast casual restaurant, but, we really put an onus on actual cooking, sourcing. It started in Boulder, Colorado. It actually started out of the Boulder Farmers Market. That's where it all really came from. We have 31 restaurants now.
Wow.
And, we're in quite a few markets. So, it becomes a little bit more challenging once we start growing. But we really, really try to continue to cook in the restaurants, put out amazing food to as many people as we possibly can. And that's one of the reasons that, brought me over there was because we're making great food, but it doesn't cost a ton of money.
Mm-hmm.
So you can come in and you can have a great, lunch with grass-fed beef and some cool sides or a great salad, and we make all of our own soups and things like that. And, you're in and out, and it doesn't cost you a lot of money, and it doesn't take a lot of time.
I get all giddy when I hear, because I get all goose pimply. Because this is my jam right here.
Well, but
And
Josh knows good food, brother.
I know, and that's
you
why.
know.
So what's your MO? What do you do with it? And I would have to believe it has to do with great food, but not only that, consistency through the 31 locations.
Of course. And, coming from fine dining where I ran single operation restaurants, that was my biggest challenge was to, learn how to create great food that could be consistent, over different
how's
markets.
this going to be good in Glendale? How's this going to be good in Boulder?
How's it going to be good in Austin? And how's it going to be good in Washington, D.C.?
Something else.
So, that's really where the creativity shifted, from like day in, day out, changing menus and everything like that. Our menus are pretty set, and we'll change them multiple times a year, but the creativity is all about, like, how do we make amazing food, without having, a line of, seasoned cooks and a chef in every restaurant and things like that.
Well, how do you make it consistent? Because,
Exactly.
this is a guy, Greg, when I met Josh, he was at a place called Colton Gray, in my opinion, in their heyday. And when they were cranking out some incredible food. Well, he knows they've been through a lot of changes, but Josh was like this. I would go over there, and I was like, holy smokes, I was floored what he was doing. And then when I got to know him, you find out that, you were at Blue Hill?
Yeah, I was at Blue Hill at Stone Barns for 3 years. Before I'm from New York originally, so I moved to
And if people
Denver.
know what that is, this is a farm that everything they are serving comes like it is a legendary, like when it comes to the culinary experience around farm to table, that's it.
How do you transcend that? How do you take all of that experience that you have, and how long have you been with Modern Market?
About 2.5 years now.
2.5 years. How long have they been around?
A little over 8, I believe.
So you have to kind of come in and look around and first just see what's going on. But what are the things that you brought yourself that you thought, okay?
Well, I think it was just, before I came on, they were already amazing.
Yeah.
And I think that they really just wanted somebody with a fresh set of eyes who was like, didn't come from, a more corporate environment or, restaurants with multiple units or fast casual or whatnot. That was just a food guy. And, there was, again, a learning curve because, my first iterations of food for Modern Market were too complex. So I had to start to, backpedal. And we say that, we'll build a Ferrari and then we'll, tone it down to, a nice Honda Civic with some, a spoiler and some nice rims or something like that, because that's what we can actually execute in the restaurant. It's still amazing, but we want to make the best version of it first. And if we can actually put the Ferrari in the restaurants, and there's a few items that we do, it's amazing. But, that's really the first thing that I looked at. And then it was little nuanced things about seasoning and adding some different proteins and lots of fresh herbs. I was like, we can bolster our flavor profile just with herbs. That's easy and inexpensive. We didn't have to increase our prices, but now you eat a salad and there's fresh picked cilantro or mint or basil and things like that. And these are these little pops of flavor that makes you remember the food. But it's the same thing in fine dining.
Yeah. Partnerships are important too.
Of course.
Just going to ask that. I love it.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, I love it. We're totally on the same team.
So, I'll let you do your variation, but with a minute left in this, I don't want this to end because partnerships are coming up. And with Nate Singer from Carter Country Meats, that's a partnership that you've had through not only with Modern Market, but before and people you trust, right? So what I want to do is I want to continue this conversation, put some delicious food because you brought delicious food with you, and rejoin with you and Nate. Would you mind doing that after the top of the hour?
Absolutely.
All right, let's keep this party started.
All right.
We'll be right back. We are at Studio Kitchen, Colorado, SummerDinnerSeries.com. I have a feeling that we're going to get Chef Josh in the mix next year for Summer Dinner Series. Totally a privilege to have these new relationships with the quality of chefs that we have now. But what I want you to do is just stick around for this quick break. We'll be back, myself, Greg Hollenbach, Brian Freeman, and at the top of the hour, don't miss out. Tune into our Facebook and watch Little Rich. We'll be back in a flash.
You're worried about your...
Greg, we're over off to the side. I'm here with our dear friend Cody. Cody, is it Cody Ann or Cody? Let's settle this once and for all.
Cody Ann.
Cody Ann? Okay.
I don't mind either. I really don't.
Okay, just don't call you and go make me a sandwich.
I'll hurt you.
Here, darling. So tell us, as our newest sponsor, thank you so much for supporting what we do and what all of our different sponsors do. What you're doing is above and beyond your business. But you guys have always been that way. And it's an amazing business. Tell us a little bit about how it got started.
Yes. So, is this?
Yep, it's on. You're good to go.
So, Aspen's been around for you go way back with Jeff, over 25 years, and we have just a passion for bread and for baking and for working directly with customers. That's why we've always been direct. And we had chefs coming to us asking if we were anywhere near the box lunch business. So it's a box lunch business. And it sort of evolved organically to, let's look into it. What can we do? And then one thing sort of took off, and it was so much fun being able to create and do everything low. I mean, we go to you for all of our tortillas. We get just wrap orders all the time. Being able to work with different people instead of just, one little niche, we've completely expanded ourselves, and now we're filling different needs that we see within our community and within our customers, who is just our heart. Grab and go at different locations. Meeting, Rome Sausage here was, networking. So thank you for believing in us with this. But just the networking here. Chris Johnson has been absolutely amazing, and now we're doing breakfast sandwiches. I mean, it's completely organically evolved, and that's what we were looking to do.
You've got such a great reputation. I mean, both in the quality of your product, the service, how well you take care of everything. You know what I think what people are buying from you, yes, obviously it's a sandwich or a wrap, but I think most of all what they're buying is they're buying safety. They're buying time. They know, okay, I don't have the people for this. I don't have the man hour. I may not have the space to suddenly put together 800 sandwiches.
Yeah.
So they call you, it's done. They know it's going to be there on time. They know it's going to be right. You make them feel safe. You give them this big sandwich hug. And, I mean, it's amazing what you've done. And I can see the last time I was over there, now I was over there a couple of Fridays ago. I was picking up, I think, some bread for me. My gosh, you guys setting up all the boxes. I mean, you went from 0 to like 100 in milliseconds, probably as fast as any of Jeff's cars, and I mean, that's incredible. Yeah. And so where are you seeing, who is the perfect customer for you? Who can you really take care of there?
I think everyone, especially with, we've targeted a totally different markets with everything that we've done with this new expansion.
Yes.
But speaking about safety, just the big box lunch, orders that are going through, not only is that a huge trend that's only growing now, but think about the labor market. Having to call people in. Exactly. And so having that safety and the fact that we are so one-on-one with our customers, knowing exactly what they want, making sure that they feel comfortable with our product. We'll go to them with samples from their catering menu and say, hey, is this what you're looking for? Because we want to produce, we know our quality is good. We just want to make sure that maybe you have just enough ingredients of this one little thing on a sandwich, making them feel 100% comfortable, and then having the safety to know that they can call us, say, hey, I've got 1,500 box lunches next Wednesday. Can you have it for me at 5 a.m.? And we're like, done.
Oh my gosh.
Don't worry about it. It's the safety, the convenience, everything's local, and the labor market.
Yeah. Well, and also bottom line, something that we haven't mentioned, they're delicious. They're really, really, they're great. We, as a matter of fact, we were running last weekend.
Yes.
My crew, I like to buy them lunch on the weekend. So who do I call? Cody. I'm like, hey, I need, maybe 20, 25 sandwiches, wraps.
Yeah.
Obviously, I had to get wraps because I wanted my help to see the tortillas that they help make. But they were fantastic. I mean, you had them on time. I remember I said, I need them about 2 o'clock. And I texted you, are you sure you're going to be okay? Because I understand sometimes right now, time isn't our friend.
Of course.
And you responded, I was there. I mean, that's when I talk about feeling safe, feeling confident. You're going to get your product and it's going to be what you want. These people deliver.
Thank you.
No, you guys do fantastic. What's next on the horizon? Just trying to fill all these orders.
Oh my God. Yeah, well, we've got our actual construction build out is almost finished. Yeah, we are in every single part of the building, which is amazing. And I'm actually really excited for what comes next too, because this is all snowballed into what it is now just by filling a need. So being able to hear what comes next, or networking and using some other ingredient, or reaching to a different
you guys are kicking
customer base.
Now here's a question, so I know where to dive in. I email, call, what do you prefer people to do to order?
Email,
okay, and that email address is?
Orders
at
aspenbaking.com. So orders with an S, not order.
Okay, orders at aspenbaking.com.
Yes.
Okay, and what's the delivery area? How far can I go?
So we go all the way up to Wyoming, down
Holy
Colorado
cow.
Springs, and out to Vail.
Oh my God, that's a long ways.
We
Thank
love
you,
our
Cody.
reach.
Thank you so much. Guys, we're going to send it back to the air. Thanks so much. Be sure and check out these people. These are the best of the best. We'll be back.
Securities offered through Cambridge Investment Research, Inc., a broker-dealer, member FINRA SIPC. Investment advisor representative, Cambridge Investment Research Advisors, Inc., a registered investment advisor. Cambridge and Centennial Capital Partners are not affiliated.
Ask Alexa to play 630 KHOW on iHeartRadio. Then you can hear Tom Martino get you the help you need. Weekdays 10 to 1.
Getting 630 KHOW from iHeartRadio.
If Denver's talking about it, you'll hear it on 630 KHOW.
The following is a paid advertisement. The opinions, viewpoints, and promises made during the following program are not those of KH
we're going soon.
Staff, management, or parent company, iHeartMedia Incorporated.
How about a bite to eat? It's time for the second course, hour number 2 of the Modern Eater.
What are you hungry for?
Here's to a meal we're all here for.
Delicious and tasty. Now we're getting to the good stuff. With your hosts, Greg Hollenbeck, Jay Parker, and Brian.
You like it, Brian.
Oh, I am loving it tonight. We're looking at that
Yes,
meat.
indeedy, what?
Yes, indeedy, Mr. Tweedy.
We got this. It's the second hour of the Modern Eater Show, and I always say, man, I feel a lot more loose in the second hour, but the first hour was just bomb.
It was tight. I got to tell you, the first hour was tight. The conversation was good all the way around. It was fun. The guests were incredible, and we're going to keep it going into the second hour right here.
Second hour is sure to please as we continue. And, again, we just left off, and Chef Josh Chesterton from Modern Market, and now joining us is Nate Singer from Carter Country Meats. Gentlemen, Josh, welcome back.
Thank you.
Here you are again, and thank you so much.
Right on,
the
man.
Butcher, here he is.
Happy to be
He
here.
brought the goods, man. You did not.
Oh, my gosh.
You did not disappoint at all. So here's why I kept you. Not only that, but we have delicious food in front of us. Could you first just, for Facebook viewers, take a look? And you're going to really enjoy what we have here. But one of the points, as you show this, talk about the chefs at Modern Market.
Sure.
And really, truly, I said, hey, is this a dish that you'll find on the menu? You said, no, but listen, I'll tell you what.
Right.
Go ahead.
Well, we came, when I got invited, I was like, I got to bring Nate. He's one of my best friends, oldest friends, and, he's repping this amazing beef. So we really just brought the meat with us, and then everything else we just kind of found here. So we were just kind of foraging in the walk-in. But what I told you was that, I like to do these types of things, farm dinners, private events and stuff, and I don't always necessarily make food that you'd find at Modern Market, but I think it's a good opportunity for, our customers or people who've never been in a Modern Market to know that, like, the chef team behind Modern Market, and I'm not alone, there's a few of us, come from great pedigree. We're real chefs. We worked in great, great restaurants, and we're passionate about making really awesome food that's thoughtful and sustainable that, doesn't, you can eat every day. You can go to Modern Market every day.
And curating. And Brian, what we love about this kitchen is that a lot of times chefs are within their menu at their location. The kitchen is an incubator.
Yeah.
Come here and flex.
Yep.
You can show off some different things here, utilize, and it's a kitchen, humble as it is. I mean,
Not bad.
You're scrounging around for different things and trying to work your way around. But once you're in here and you start catching the fever, this is a place where you call us up and you go, hey, Jay, hey, Greg, hey, Brian. We want to come in here and maybe do a demo video. We want to do so doors open to you guys. Come on into this incubator at any time. Meet some new people. Source some new products, curate whatever you want to. But here is, Chef, where you jump into the co-host role. I would like you to speak about your friend here. And I would like you to set this up. And I don't think anybody better can give the accolades and the setup towards your friend here. So why don't we do that right now as we introduce him to the show?
So Nate and I met, years and years ago through our very good mutual friend, Jose Rosenberg. And this is before we opened Black Belly, and Nate and I and Jose were doing like boutique catering, and that was it. And it was literally just the three of us, and it was crazy. It was like the Wild West. I mean, this was nothing compared to the scrambles that we did, but we put out great food, and it was super fun. And then we went on to open Black Belly. Nate went away for a little bit. He went to Maine and ran a butcher shop,
Yep, opened a whole animal butcher
Where
shop.
were you in Maine?
I was in Kittery, Maine, Port Smith, New Hampshire area.
I'm familiar. I
Yeah.
was living in for a little while in Windham, Maine. I don't know if you know where that is, but Gray, Maine is where I really was at. But
that's it.
I'm digressing. But Maine, that's a spot right there.
Like Josh said, when we started catering at Black Belly, it was me and him in the kitchen, man, and we were doing high-end menus. We were sourcing thoughtful products. We were staying true to what we do and our beliefs. And coming back to Boulder to help him open the brick and mortar of Black Belly, we really put our minds together. We put emotion, we put feeling, we put everything that we stand for in food.
Should we mention this before it was cool? Before it was mainstream, before all these, farm to table or
Well, it's just like when we opened Colton Gray or Black Belly, it's just what we did. We didn't do it for any other reason than it's what we love to do.
A belief system.
And there
it was the right way, right, Josh?
Yeah,
I mean, that was just
but
wouldn't
but
think
there wasn't
of anything
a thought
else.
that I was like, is this the right way or the wrong way? It was like we just did it one way, and that was it.
That was it, man.
I love that.
And then my biggest part bringing in was my beef program from Wyoming. We raise beef up on 48,000 acres. It's all black Angus. It's dry aged, and we're raising old grass-fed cattle. So 6 to 12 years old, dry aged a minimum of 21 days. And it's the most marbled grass-fed beef you can find in this country.
What is wrong with you, man? Look at this.
We love beef, man. We love beef.
This is it.
Well, but
right
where
here.
are you getting those? Because quite honestly, I mean, that's an old.
That's an old animal.
That's an old animal,
of resources to go into that, man. We work with our friends and neighbors, the ranchers up in Wyoming. We're separating Wyoming beef from the commodity system. And so we're focusing on individual ranch transparency. We're RFID chipping all the cows, and we're maximizing their worth on the ranch. Every year on a ranch, 20% of a rancher's income is these old animals. And for years and years, the commodity market has stolen these animals for 50 cents a pound. And so we go in and pay them a premium on their old animals, put money in the rancher's pocket so they can refurbish their herd, they can hire ranch hands, they can inspire their youth. There is, a future in the ranching generation. So,
But just think about what that means. You know how much feed that is for 12 years?
14 million pounds of grass over the winter is what we feed our cows, and that's only 4 months of the year.
Wow, so this is $1 million steak we're
It's at least $1,000 steak, and that's what we're branding it as, 100%, man. Yep, it's the most marbled grass-fed beef dry-aged in this country, the rarest beef in America.
Well, but I'm glad, though, that you're talking about something because that is in many ways unheard of. Because we've also had other ranchers on here, and they're going the other way.
Yeah, well,
we had someone, Nate, that is doing something. All of theirs
9 months
is less than 9 months.
So
and their thing is about cost because they're saying if we keep going too far, we have too much into the animal, and we can't get. Yeah.
What I say in correspondence to that is in Wyoming, we give access to resources for our animals. We don't have to provide them. And it comes with the land, it comes with the power grasses, it comes with the range to where we can give access and not have to provide. But it's on us to make sure that we're sustainable and we rotate crops and we don't, deplete the land. We actually regenerate it.
Yeah. The rancher's conundrum is okay, what do I do? I'm doing so many great things with my land, with the animals, with the feed, whether it's grass-fed, grass-finished, grass-fed, corn-finished, corn-fed, corn-finished. Doing so many great things. And I'm doing a myriad of things, but now I'm at the thing to where it's like, okay, do I sell it at auction?
No, it takes.
Do I sell it to a
It
feed?
takes everybody in the circle. That's why I work with Josh, and that's why Josh is one of my best friends. It's because to put a piece of meat like this into a chef's hands like Josh.
But that's commitment, and that's a partnership because the last thing that you want as a rancher is a bunch of ground beef.
Yep. Which
all the premium cuts go away
Yep.
quickly because that's the commodity. But how do I bring it to market and how do I sell it? So direct is a big thing right now. But the partnerships of saying, okay, Josh, you'll take a full cow no matter what, or half a cow, and I'll have a partnership with another restaurant. That commitment of saying, I know that commitment's there, so you're not going to just leave me with a bunch of hamburger, or I have to grind up a whole cow and make hamburger out of the whole thing, that those partnerships are instrumental of keeping some of these ranches afloat.
100%. I mean, obviously, at Modern Market, we can't use beef like this just because of the price point. If we could, we absolutely would. And it's also like, is there enough of it available? But I'm such a big advocate for this. I mean, he's one of my best friends, and what he's doing with this program, in Colorado, is just fantastic. And I mean, it makes me happy to go into restaurants now and you see Carter Country on the menu. I'd rather see this than Wagyu or something that's coming from Japan when it's this is from our neighbors.
I agree.
And it's local. And
So
it's
speaking
amazing.
of that, Josh, where are the restaurants that we could go see Carter Country on the menu?
I mean, Carita is the only one in Boulder right now.
Okay.
Let's change that. Let's start getting because
Yeah.
if you go to a 5-star resort, you know you're going to a 5-star. You're getting what you pay for.
That's it.
And people know that.
Yep.
And if you're going to the Holiday Inn down the street or the Motel 6, you're going to get the Motel 6. I mean, it should be no different than food.
It takes education, man, and it takes participation from all, you know. And so working with the right people, surrounding yourself with the right people, we're slowly getting there, you know. And it's all about the people you grow with. You know, you can't grow alone. So
When we talk about hyperlocal, it's not just Colorado. Hyperlocal's in a lot of communities. It's in every community, and it's basically supporting. And I don't see any reason why, because I grew up in Colorado. Wyoming's my neighbor.
That's it.
I have no problem supporting my neighbor as well. So when you think of hyperlocal in Colorado, please think of Wyoming as well.
Well, and we should look at a little map because, quite honestly, folks, if you drew a circle around, you know, you took a 100-mile circle around Denver, and then you went out and took a 200-mile circle around Denver, you'd find out that some of these other states are that close.
Yeah.
And the reality is if you look at how the seasons change and how we should be eating, you know, I think that if you want a banana or an orange, folks, you're not going to only be able to eat in Colorado or an avocado. Well, you know what I mean? And so that's the thing is we have to look at what's regional as being local because, quite honestly, that is part of our local ecosystem. I would say Wyoming's part
thoroughly impressed when he broke out this huge, beautiful chunk of beef. I said, man, that is what gets me going right there.
Well, it was dry age for how many days?
45 days. It's a 9-year-old cow that lived her whole life on the ranch, and we age them 14 days minimum, whole carcass after slaughter, and then we continue to age the middles beyond that. You know, and we found that about 45 days is perfect for our beef.
Thank you,
That's
Bessie.
awesome.
Bessie was very nice to us tonight. So anything that you want to leave with us of like, here's what we're trying to do, here's what we're trying to accomplish, because a lot of restaurant owners, a lot of restaurateurs, people that are interested in these types of things, how can they get a hold of you?
I mean, we're trying to promote healthy beef, you know, and sustainable beef. And so our grass-fed 100% marbling is what you look for in the health benefits of grass-fed beef. And so to market this with chefs like Josh, chefs around the country that are really, really good chefs that want to stand next to a project and educate, they're the kind of people for us. But we more kind of stay to our own. We're country, and we let the chefs represent for us for the most part, you know.
Cool.
Yeah.
If you guys don't mind, I'd like to make it all in the family because it looks like you used a little bit of that black magic spice.
We did. We used
and that's
Zach's
the spice guy.
Spice
all
guy,
right, so
man.
if you'll stick around and take your place, he's going to come in right now, and it's our guy. He's Zach Johnston, the spice guy. We'll take a break, come back, and we're just enjoying delicious food here. In
check out
Studio
Facebook.
Kitchen,
We're going to have
Colorado.
Josh on the meantime.
Yeah, Josh.
You mean Zach?
Zach, no, Josh is going back with Little Rich. Zach is staying here for the next half hour with the Spice Guy.
All right, let's break
Talk
off.
about the meat and the black magic.
We'll break off from Studio Kitchen, Colorado, and then back with the Spice Guy. And he's a friend of ours, and he's a friend of yours. His name's Zach Johnson. He's up next right here from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. You are listening to the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Thanks, Greg. Great segment. Looked like a delicious segment. My new friend Josh.
How you doing?
Well, I'm doing fantastic. I want to just make sure this is on. I didn't give you proper instructions, so I want you to hold it up right there. Perfect, Josh. And we're going to see if we fit in the same frame. No, we're doing fine. We're doing fine, brother. So let me ask you, because you guys touched on a lot of subjects. Sure. Was there yet any one thing that maybe you forgot to say, or it wasn't brought up, but you want to bring it up?
You know, I think it's more of a global thing. You know, when I moved here, global, local, let's call it. When I moved here from New York about 12 years ago, you know, I was living in Denver, and I was really amazed at, like, there wasn't a lot going on and what has happened in the last 12 years. But for me, it's the community that's in Denver and Boulder and basically all of Colorado. Like a lot of the chefs, we all know each other. We want each other to succeed. We want to work with great ranchers. We want to work with great produce. We want to support each other. And I think that's one of the biggest things for me that I like to talk about.
Yeah, that's part of our mission here is to raise and elevate everyone.
Absolutely.
Thanks for coming, brother.
It's my pleasure.
Thank you. We're going to take a break. These people right here, Colorado Restaurant Association, awesome friends. We'll be right back.
Sky, we have a passion for sourcing the best ingredients from the best farmers all over the world. Choose from thousands of different GMO-free spices and ingredients, or let us create and blend custom flavor profiles for whatever style of food it is that you're working with. With over 1,000 restaurants, food brands, and chefs behind us, you can't go wrong when you choose the Spice Guy for all your spice needs. The Spice Guy. Spicy. Born in Breck, raised in Denver.
Hey, it's Chef Elon Wenzel, owner of Element Knife Company. If you cook, then you'll know the importance of a quality knife and proper care. My training in Japan exposed me to exceptional cutlery. That's why I am so excited to offer you the knives I fell in love with. Element Knife Company is chef-driven, and my goal is to support and educate. Get at me for a knife clinic or conversation. Find me at elementknife.com or by simply calling 303-460-4628. For the best knives in your kitchen, think Element Knife Company.
If you've got a business and need a website or need a graphic designer, F. Johnson Design does it all. Take the headache out of trying to build your own website or design graphics. Who has time for that? F. Johnson Design will get you up and running with a professional and great-looking website. Design sharp graphics to your specifications and have your site up faster than you think. Logo, package design, SEO coding, and more. F. Johnson Design did the Modern Eaters website. Go to themoderneater.com to check out some of their work. Reach out to F. Johnson Design at fjohnsondesign.com.
Summer is upon us, and it's about time. I'm Charlie Gottenkenny, brewmaster at Brews Beers. At Brews, badass Belgian-style beers are our thing, and we're welcoming summer with a big selection of warm-weather beers. Session-strength beers that you can kick back and relax with. Fruit beers, fresh and vibrant. Plus wild beers, sour beers, and all the classics. Doubles, triples, quads, and wit beers. Brews Beers is at 67th and Pecos in Midtown. We have food trucks daily, a big spacious patio voted one of Denver's best, and we're very dog-friendly. Mark your calendar, our 3rd anniversary bash with live bands, tasty food, and of course great beers is Saturday, July 20th. Check it out on social media or go
about 10 seconds.
.com. That's Brews Beers, B-R-U-Z, at 1675 West 67th Avenue, just 10 minutes north of downtown. Denver's home for badass Belgian-style beers. Hi, I'm Charlie Gottenkenny. We all love Belgian beer. Brewmaster at Brews Beers. What the fuck's wrong with you? You're listening to Modern Eater on iHeartRadio.
Organic.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you for bringing us this segment, Mr. Freeman. And I love it. Back with the whole cast and crew, Chef Joss Chesterton, Modern Market, Nate Singer, Carter Country Meats, and Zach Johnston, the Spice Guy.
It's been a while.
Zach, I mean, truly, when you see these guys just reach for your product on the shelf, Spice, and they know the black magic, which I think...
Do you know this is the guy this is his idea?
Really?
Yeah, the charcoal thing is old Nate Singer idea.
That was it, man. I called Zach one time. I go, Zach, do you have activated charcoal? He's like, no, but I can get some.
That's fantastic.
Wow, that is cool.
That's how that works.
Little known fact.
Yeah, and then he said, make it, and I made it, and it worked.
And you get a perpetuity check?
Oh, definitely, man.
Well, wait, I got a question, though. What was your thought behind it? I mean, charcoal is one of these things that's a cleanser and is really good on the digestive side, but where were you coming with it?
So my idea was to take these big cuts of meat and be able to rub them with a spice that I can emulate a bark of like an 8-hour smoke on. And so I wanted high sugar content, I wanted high flavors for very high heat. So when I cook this at a high heat, we essentially get that bark that you would get from a 12-hour brisket.
I'm not going to lie. You throw that on chicken or something like that, it's burnt.
People think it's burnt. Yeah.
It's burnt.
And then they taste the chicken and
they
they're
go,
like, oh my God.
It's amazing.
Anybody that knows people that listens to the show knows that people aren't smart.
No, Jay, he's not dry. Zach's personality's not dry.
Man, I'm dry, but sometimes when I talk to him, I mute it and I go, is this guy mad at me about something right now? I can't, and then I unmute it and go like, hey, Spice.
Well, you're just dry. He is a dry rub. So...
No doubt. So, Zach, on a serious note, we walked through your website.
We did, you and I.
And it was so much fun because I love that type of stuff and e-commerce and availability and ease of ordering. How important is that to you guys, chef, butcher, to know that reliability, getting what I need, somebody who's going to actually work with my account. And you've talked many times, Zach, about touching your accounts every week.
Yep. I didn't touch Nate very much because he's in Boulder, and I don't like to go up there.
You do not?
No. But
I have to ask for my touches.
I doled them out when I needed to, though. And in Denver here, we see 350 restaurants a week in person, between 3 people. So
is that possible?
Every week, it barely
we have
is.
22 sponsors, and it's so hard to keep everybody happy. How do you do that?
I think most people hate me.
Do you?
No. I think people are happy because we're coming to do their inventory. We're eliminating a little bit of work off their shelves. The last thing you want to look at after you've looked through a 60-page order guide is a spice shop that is completely destroyed. So every week we come in, reorganize that for you, take your order, let you know what we're going to bring you, and it's less expensive and way more flavorful and way more fresh than anybody else you're getting it from.
That's hospitality, baby. That's hospitality.
Yeah. We're just not smart enough to not do that.
But Chef, what do you look for when you want always innovative. You want the right spices. You might even want some blends, and you might want something customizable. But what do you look for as far as like, I want to up my game? Do you?
Well, I think you touched on it, the customization. I mean, I think it's a testament to your company that you would take an idea from, this guy, and then actually start making it, and then you're going to present it to new people. And we don't always have the time to sit around and tinker constantly. Even when we're talking about spices, I mean, we could spend a lifetime doing that. So when somebody's taking the guesswork out of that and is like, hey, this is new and super awesome, and I worked with Nate Singer on it, and it's like, all right, let's try it out. And it's like chef driven, and then you're also taking some of the labor and the thinking out of the restaurant, which is amazing.
Yeah, that's the idea. It was what we said. I was working in restaurants when I started this, and I took a culmination of the best things that all my current purveyors were doing and sort of hand selected what I was going to do with my company to make it to where it was just going to be the easiest for the chef. And we're trying to do that for the home cook too, taking all this guesswork out of cooking and saying, hey, you're not a spice expert, Greg. Take this blend home and you can impress your mom. Probably not your mom, but
probably not mine. My mom. But that's where I
love Patricia, by the way.
The roads go back to your website, which I'm in love with. And so you look at the ease of use of the website. You look at the ordering. You look at that I do this at home, and I want to make sure that my cabinet's stocked just like the restaurant would be, and having those personal touches. So reordering, knowing what you need, even down to, and I wouldn't be surprised, Zach, if you figured out what people's habits are within what they're ordering, because you'll hit people up in a very nice way and in a fun way. So this website.
Well, but you're forgetting one thing.
What?
Custom blend creations.
Well, you won't do that for the end consumer, though, will you?
Not yet.
Wait, the end consumer, you've got to be a restaurant or a chef to get his stuff.
No, I mean,
man.
I think that the market
and I
for
think that's
guys
a good
like
thing.
you and I is a market that doesn't need to be ignored. Am I wrong?
I mean, for me, I talked to Zach about our retail aspect of the meat company, and I was like, hey, Zach, we need 3 blends. We need one for a steak, one for a burger, and one for everything else. And so he put us together a sweet spice blend, labeled with our names, with his packaging, and it's a collab at that point. And where me and Josh are in our systems, we look for people like Zach to step up and to be a part of the team. We don't want to have to drag people along with us or try to ask too much. When someone's proactive and they're doing the right things, it makes it a lot easier to work with.
And that's the ultimate humility, because he doesn't put his name. It's more about the chef that he created it with, or the restaurant, or the market that he created it with. And that's why I say you're not going to see the spice guy maybe right now.
But you'll private label people as well, just like
we private labeled 10,000 bottles last week.
Yep, you hear that? 10,000.
Yeah,
10,000.
Coming up is what's the next major holiday? Labor Day.
Yeah, we're Labor Day planning right now. So.
And what's in store? Can you give us a little peek inside the curtain?
Yeah, American flags on the tops of the bottles, dude.
Right on. I like that. So with that said, you're going to have offers?
Yeah, so we'll be doing tons of offers around Labor Day, and sort of as grilling season closes, that'll be like the culmination of grilling season. We get maybe like a month more here in Colorado of that. And then so July, I'm planning Christmas right now. I'm planning my Thanksgiving to Christmas. I've got my Thanksgiving kits built already. for going into like King Soopers and City Market.
Is anyone asking for an eggnog blend?
Nobody yet.
Nobody.
So
Come
funny.
on, man.
It's like drugs, though, truly, because you go onto the website and he's like, "I'm going to give you a gram for free." I'm going to give you.
We'll give you 20 grams.
I'm going to send you over 20 grams for free in the mail. You know, so you'll get and merely just a gimme. You just sign up.
Just a gimme.
Right?
Yeah.
Just a gimme. You sign up, right? So you're in the realm, right? And he knows you're interested in spices, and you're getting your 20 grams for free. But truly, it's just a taste.
Just a taste. The cool thing about that blend is on the restaurant side of the world, and Nate has bought the retail product. It's roasted garlic. That on the restaurant side of things is actually called drugs.
Is it really?
That product is, yeah.
Yeah. But, hey, it's all good stuff to me. And what I want to do, it's 7:30 on 630 KHOW, an iHeart radio station. Greg Hollenbach, Brian Freeman, as we continue. The Spice Guy, Zach Johnston, that I want you, Zach, to come to my house because there are so many just dumb questions I want to ask you. This has been in my spice cabinet for 2 years.
Chuck it, baby.
Chuck it.
Yep.
Get rid of it.
It's like your mom's black pepper container, you know.
That's right. I want to know what are the fundamentals I should have. So I'm going to bring Zach to my house.
I love it.
And I'm going to have him build a spice cabinet for me, which I think will translate to so many people when they see that, to say these are the basics that I need. And here's some other things of like, what do you cook, Greg? Oh, well, I'm a balcony gardener, and I like to cook in my grill, and I have my little propane tank, and and you can say, okay, Greg, here's.
Well, but wait, let me ask Zach a question on this because of what we just talked about. Stuff that gets too old, it's in your spice cabinet, it's gone bad.
How do you know it's gone bad, though,
well,
man?
because if it's over a couple months old, it's bad, right?
My mom seriously has stuff that's been in her
and that's
cabinet
bad.
since high school.
And the Egyptians have stuff in the tombs,
old.
man.
I'm 47
Let Zach
old.
tell us how old should a spice be when you toss it?
I think so. We tell everybody 18 months. We used to tell them 12 months, but it's hard. It's a little bit.
Is it like pills though? To where those pills are still good. We just want you to buy more.
Good for what?
Good for whatever the use is. You know?
Good for I don't know. No, they're
Yeah.
not good anymore.
Is the taste going to change?
The taste changes pretty dramatically after a year, depending on how you store it. If you're
Can
storing.
we use some of my old ass spices and compare them next to something
let's
fresh?
do it. We could do a side by side.
Let's do a side by side.
There's a so we sell to Littleton School District and Cherry Creek School District, and at the end of the year they toss everything and restart the next year, and that's a school, and that's tax money that they are on a super limited budget, and they're going out of their way to do it. So the fact that you're rich and you won't do it is
Rich.
Yes,
I don't even drive.
exactly. You're
I don't even
dripping
have
in money.
I don't even have a car. You know, rich.
You're so rich you just drive Ubers.
Yeah. The only question I really have is if I come to your house, are you going to let me leave?
No,
Yes.
no, not at all. You know,
Bring a pager. Let some friends know you're going over.
Yeah.
There's some steps you need to take before you walk in the door.
All I know is you'll be smothered in spices. I don't know how that'll work out, but thank you so much. And Modern Market, wow, we're going to develop a relationship because I'll tell you what, we have just broken the ice with your capabilities, what you do. We're honored to have you in our presence tonight. So
Yeah, thank you for having me.
much. Does Modern Market use the Spice Guy?
We know their contracted buyer very well. We've been in talks, so
We're all working on it.
Opportunity.
we're
goes
closer
down the
than we want to be.
Yeah.
Relationships and
Things are happening
opportunity.
here.
That's what happens.
The wheels are in motion, Jerry.
That's
the
right.
wheels are in motion.
A new friend of ours, Erica Brown, and it's Vibrant Veggies. She's coming up next on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Greg, look, I had to get on a chair so that I'm in the same frame with my new friend Nate. Look at this, and I'm barely up. Look at this.
Yeah, it's perfect. I've been waiting for this.
This guy. I'm gonna make a prediction. He may be the biggest guy in the meat business. I'm just gonna throw that out there. From Carter Country Meats. Thanks for coming. Great segment, by the way. Look at that plate of beef.
Thank you.
Oh my gosh. So was there anything while you were there talking with Greg and Brian that maybe you want to emphasize or maybe you forgot to say there?
Yeah, man, I would love to. I want to announce that we're getting ready to launch our online fulfillment with Yeti Cooler Company.
Nice!
You can buy a membership for Carter Country Meats. It's your cooler to keep. You buy it at our price for a pro deal, and whenever you want beef, we'll fill it up for you.
How do I join? How do I jump in?
CarterCountryMeats.com.
CarterCountryMeats.com.
That's us, baby. 10 Sleep, Wyoming.
That's awesome.
The most marbled grass-fed beef in America.
Come get you some of that, because I'm going to tell you, we're going to enjoy the heck out of it here.
Yeah.
Well, hey, we're going to take a break for some of our sponsors. And speaking of some of our sponsors, after you get his cooler, go visit these guys. Proud.
With your doctor. Brought to you by AbbVie.
Rich here from Raquelitas Tortillas. Raquelitas, known for hyperlocal, innovative, and healthy tortillas and chips, served by Colorado's top chefs, and that's why we only use Colorado Mills sunflower oil. If you too want to serve the healthiest, most vibrant tasting foods, you must use Colorado Mills. Colorado Mills is hyperlocal, Colorado grown, cold pressed in Lamar, Colorado. Whether you bake, fry, or saute, get your Colorado Mills today. Available through Shamrock, Growers Organic, and Dawn Foods. For the best oil in the business, use Colorado Mills.
Hey everyone, it's Colleen Ferreira with the Colorado Chefs Association. Are you ready to put your passion to work? Well, we train the future chefs of Colorado, and we want you to join us. The Colorado Chefs Association is recruiting for our fall semester right now. Join our American Culinary Federation accredited cooking program. Work in a professional kitchen and get paid, all while earning your sous chef certification. Email me at colleen@acfcoloradochefs.org. I'd love to hear from you. Join our excitement and explore a new future.
Hey, it's Greg Hollenbach. Anymore these days, when I go out to eat, I not only want to eat delicious food and drinks, but I also want to eat where I know my money is going to a local restaurant that I believe in. I believe in the Goods restaurant on Colfax and Mark Whistler. The Goods is a community restaurant and bar with a menu focusing on vegan, vegetarian, gluten-free, and keto options. Comfort food lovers, try the best burger on planet Earth. I love it. 8 ounces of grass-fed beef and never, ever any hormones, antibiotics, or steroids. The Goods is truly a cultural melting pot, a family restaurant open to all. Their bar program is amazing. Saddle up at their long, luxurious bar, have a nice craft beer or a cocktail. Like their Facebook page and stay up on amazing events and specials going on throughout the week. Located on East Colfax, directly connected to the Tattered Cover Bookstore, across from East High School with free parking in a garage in back. Look them up online, thegoods.com. Here we go. I'll see you at the Goods.
Hey guys, it's Carly Smith, the Fairy Godmother here. Don't get too excited. Live from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. I love your guts. You're listening to the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Here we go. All right, you're hot. Okay, back at it. Studio Kitchen, Colorado, the Modern Eater Show. A few tickets left for some of our dinners of the Summer Dinner Series. SummerDinnerSeries.com, Little Rich.
You know, my favorite part is when the chef is able to talk to the farmer. And the farm.
At the dinner?
Yes, and how you're showing the farmer, here's all the different farmer, rancher, grower, whoever it is. Here's all the people that are enjoying us. And it seems like you can see, as you see their face, they're stunned when they see this room packed with people.
Here's where the food's coming from.
Do you like those farmers, Rich? Those farmers are brought to you by Growers Organic.
That's right.
I love it. Greg just threw me a segment. I loved it.
This segment brought to you by Colorado Mills Sunflower Products.
Nice. I like that. I like it.
And I like that a lot, too. Right now, we'll turn our attention to Miss Erica Brown and Vibrant Veggies.
Thanks for having me.
How are you?
I'm good, thank you.
We're so excited to meet new people because that's what it's all about. Good people, good products. But Miss Carly Smith, the Fairy Godmother, and featured in her dinner on Tuesday night coming up, may I mention Sold Out Dinner. She'll be here talking about her products and gut health. So let's start with that. What do you do at Vibrant Veggies?
Well, I am the salesperson for the new pouches that we have that just came out, which I don't know where to put these.
These are awesome. These are awesome.
So these are single-serve, grab-and-go, live fermented kraut packages that you can have with you for lunch, on the go, hiking, traveling.
Shut the front door. Let me see.
Yeah.
So do you mix that with water? Or do you just
no, baby,
snort it?
Baby, you just eat it.
Today, for flat earthers, sorry, but today's the 50th anniversary of us landing on the moon. Is this going to the moon? It should.
One day.
One day this will go to the moon. But this is a very thoughtfully put together product right here.
Thank you.
And this is for folks that really enjoy good food and gut health and don't think that they're going to get it from a pill.
Right, exactly. So it's a live fermented food. It's all organic, certified organic. We have 3 different flavors. We have the lemon ginger, which you've got there, and then the caraway, and also a roasted green chili.
Can I have this one?
You may.
Oh my goodness!
It is so cool, but
right
this is, you guys have to be first to market with this, aren't you? Is anyone else doing this?
Not that we've seen.
You all are total innovators. That's awesome. And folks, by the way, all of this cabbage right there, Growers Organic. We have been working with the ladies at Vibrant Veggies since the very beginning, since they were just, really just 2 gals making some fermented stuff. And I love the gals. They're
so Rich is
super
showing,
passionate about it.
This is what it looks like when you open the pouch, right?
There's a tear notch at the top, and there's a degassing valve at the back as well, because it's a live fermented product, so it's going to continue to grow.
I was going to say, is it resealable? But you don't need it because you better eat all that.
Exactly. Yeah.
Eat all that.
I could use one of these.
When we get bigger portions.
That's just you're getting old, Rich.
When we get bigger portions, maybe. But right now, that's a perfect quantity for lunch.
Yeah, it is. The third flavor that we have is the roasted green chili, and those chilies are from Colorado as well. They're from
let's
Pueblo.
lay that right next to it, too.
This one's the caraway? Absolutely. I don't have the green chili with me today.
Popular.
Yeah, we're just starting to make
But
it.
all these folks are certified organic,
They
100% organic products. And this, I'll tell you, man, I love this because you don't know. I believe that you should be eating this kind of food with every meal.
Now, Carly's going to really discuss this in depth, right?
Yep.
But I would like you to do just some bullet points of the gut health and the gut health factors with this.
Whew. Well,
what do you think, Rich? Come on, jump in.
I'm going to jump in.
Please.
I'm going to try something.
I've got my bowl. I already pounded a whole bowl over here of it. I love it.
From what I know about gut health, which I'm definitely not the expert that Carly is.
I understand.
Is that it really helps to create a balanced microbiome in your body, in your digestive system, which really affects all the rest of your body and how you function.
Yep.
One thing that Vanessa, who's the creator of Vibrant Veggies, she actually has a neuroscience degree. She's a super smart girl.
Off the charts smart.
Totally. She had told me she started making this for some of her friends and people that needed help with more brain functioning, kind of clearer brain functioning, which actually comes from your gut. So this product can help you just to have, it helps with allergies, it helps with fatigue, things like that. But it is for kind of a whole body balance. Which
now,
is
what
really
Carly
nice.
would tell you is
that can't be good for me. That can't be good for me.
So what Carly would tell you is that incorporate this with foods that may seem a little bit dangerous, right?
That is delicious.
Put this on a great broth. Put this with other foods that you'd love to enjoy, because this is going to be something that, and again, Jay, we're all, Brian, we work with Carly.
Yeah.
We talk about gut health. We know about inflammation. We know about the lining of your gut is probably the most important thing that you possibly
80% of your immune system comes from your gut.
And things like this are aids. They aid in digestion. They aid in gut health. And you have these things with some of the, oh my gosh, this is naughty. It's not really naughty. Everything is in proportion, what you do. But when you do stuff like this, you're putting yourself on over the top. You're putting yourself on the other side of knowing at least I'm doing something good for myself and my health. And that's what I appreciate about these types of products.
And it's a live fermented product too. So it's not pasteurized. It's raw. It has tons of probiotics, and like I said, it's organic as well. So it's alive right now. That's why we have the degassing valve also, because it's
so as a side for your meal.
Or just as a snack, man.
Or
I would tell you,
right?
you grab one of these and throw it in your fridge at the office and just grab a little snack in between meals. This is where you should be going. Carly's going to talk about, I hope, how our bodies become too acidic or too alkaline. And this is the kinds of things that helps balance your body. And that's why gut health is so important, man.
So what I like about this, and we talk about gut health, and there are a lot of supplements. I mean, you do a probiotic, a prebiotic, you're taking supplements, you're washing it down. There's substance with this. It's actual food.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And food is life. And the enzymes through this, because it's live food still, that this is raw. It's great. It's good for you. It's going to promote great gut health. But at the end of the day, consumers are looking for delicious.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you put that with a little pastrami and make one of the best roast beef sandwiches you've ever had?
All day long,
Anything.
every day long.
Yep.
If you're a college kid with the
Chef
cheap
Chris is
ramen,
over there.
anything,
Yes.
anything.
And here's what I'll tell you. Get your kids started on this early.
Yeah, develop a taste for that now.
Rich, right?
Absolutely.
Develop a taste for it. Know that this, and necessarily you don't need to go through all the nuances, but when the kids develop a flavor for it, they know this is something that this is a part of my diet every single day, then that's when you've got.
You want me to tell you a secret about this?
What?
So I was just talking with Erica about this. I have this product at home, this ginger one, and this is a little bit being phased out, but it's still just very limited locations. But I have this ginger at home, or I did. A couple weekends ago, I had some guests over for brunch, and at the end of the brunch, I was wanting that, and I said to the guest, I said, hey, and it was a very interesting couple because one of them was from England and one of them was from Czechoslovakia. And I said, let me bring this out. And they said, oh, you're bringing out some kraut. And so in their culture, this is very common. In ours, it's not. I put this on the table, and no joke, they ate both bowls that I put out. Loved it. And I used your Moroccan flavor, I believe, is what I had. I had the Moroccan and the lemon ginger, just off the charts, folks. I mean, and that's in my own personal house, something that I would do. And after I made this huge brunch for these people, and they loved the food, and I thought everyone was stuffed, but that's the time when you eat something like this because it's almost a digestive enzyme.
Yeah.
Right for you.
So now our viewers and our listeners are going, thanks, guys. I mean, where do I get it?
So the jars are still available in select Whole Foods. I believe they're in Superior, Bradburn, Pearl Street over in Boulder, kind of those areas.
Good.
But just a few of them. The pouches, which we're literally debuting tonight.
Really?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
This is the very first showing of these. They're available online only, direct ship to your house.
Okay.
So if you go to vibrant-veggies.com and go to the shop tab, you can find there where you can order them. They come in 6-pack cases or 6-pack boxes, I guess. Either all of one flavor or a variety pack, so 2 of each, 2 of the.
Can I recommend
green chili.
7 packs? Because that's
Yes.
a week.
Yeah.
And you want to have this every single day of the week. So the 7-pack would be cool, but 6, I mean, just.
But how can we get this
do
in
the math.
Alfalfa's and Choice
Well,
Market and all of our
education,
local
and we're gonna help
little
you out with
places that hold on to that?
That's my goal. That's my next step.
Okay.
So,
Well, we'll work with you.
Thank you.
Here's what I'm thankful for, and I can't wait, but you didn't give birth during the show.
Yeah, no.
But I like it
staying
because
right
it's
here.
getting close.
It is.
It's
It is
getting
close.
close.
6 weeks.
I'm so happy for you. This product is great. We're going to have a relationship and talk about these things much, much more. But most importantly, we'll see you Tuesday night.
Can't wait.
Can't wait, too.
Awesome,
Carly
Erica.
Smith, the
I'm
fairy
going to
gut
head over to the corner.
Head over to Richie Corner.
I'll go over there? Okay.
All right. We're going back over there, and we have one segment left, and we're going to catch up. He's the man with the plan. His name's Jeff Tyler. Not only is he a brewer, he's a businessman at Spice Trade Brewing Company, but also the co-host of Beercraft,
Yeah.
Modern Eater Network production.
He's a sexy guy too, Greg. Don't forget about that.
Tall
you know,
and sexy. We'll
tall,
talk
dark,
to Jeff
handsome.
coming up next right here, last segment of the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio.
Are we going to be on there? I'll just stop talking.
Thanks, Greg. What a delicious segment. I've got so many questions. I'm glad you're right here.
I'm so glad I'm here too.
I've got just a couple questions. This is incredible. Does this have to be refrigerated?
Yes, I
Okay,
would
that's
recommend
fine.
that it is refrigerated. But it just stops the fermentation process where it's at. However, when we ship it, we actually don't ship it on ice or refrigeration.
Okay.
It just allows it to ferment like another 2 days or so. But when you
That's fine.
receive it, put it in your fridge.
And I'll tell you what's amazing too. The expiration date. I've got this bag says till March 1st of next year.
It's 10 months after we produce it, but honestly,
It's not going to be around that long. This is incredible. This could go on anything.
it could. Eggs for breakfast, sandwiches,
Oh,
wraps,
my gosh.
Charcuterie platter, all kinds of things.
And it's good for you too. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? So again, where do we order this?
You order it online.
Okay.
It's vibrant-veggies.com, and then go to the shop tab, and then you can order it there. Also, I would like to just make sure everyone knows that we do have some promo codes because we're launching this product. We want to make sure that everyone can get it into their hands as quick as possible. So if you do 2019 Erica 10, Erica with a C, then you'll receive 10% off your order.
Okay.
If you're ordering 2 or more 6-packs, then do 2019 Erica 30 to receive 30% off your order. And we'd love for you to order it today.
Fantastic.
Shipping will start on July 30th.
Fantastic. Thanks for joining us. What a great product.
Thanks so
We
much.
will be back.
Food production. We use old world techniques combined with modern technology to bring you the best possible produce. Our gourmet mushroom facility provides CO2 for our greenhouse that grows tilapia as well as lettuces and herbs in our aquaponics system. Look for us in natural grocers, City Market, and served on the plates of Colorado's finest chefs. At South River Aquaponics Alpenglow Mushrooms, we're growing greener. To learn more about aquaponics and see our products, go to our website at southriveraquaponics.com. South River Aquaponics, the future of farming.
My dad's vegetables are so good, I can't live without them.
Hey, Colorado chefs. Brian Freeman with Growers Organic and the Modern Eater Talk Show. Do you care about where your food comes from? I do. Do you want loyalty from customers who care about that as well? I can help by providing top quality organic produce with reliable delivery, knowledgeable sales team who genuinely care about how food is grown, transported, and served. Chefs, Growers Organic will ensure you have excellent ingredients for your next James Beard dinner, your nightly specials, or your regular menu items. Join the organic revolution and go organic with Growers Organic. Look us up online at growersorganic.com.
Hey guys, Chris Johnson here, owner of Rome Sausage, your hyper-local source for all things sausage awesomeness. My family is proud to carry on the fine traditions of Rome's founder, Jerry Rome, by producing a variety of amazing sausage in small batches with an eye on quality, not quantity. Every batch is made here in the great state of Colorado by hand mixing spices, utilizing lean cuts of pork to make an outstanding product. Sourcing ingredients and materials locally, we are committed to supporting local vendors, chefs, restaurants,
live in 30.
Colorado food scene. Getting hungry yet? Brats, Italian, breakfast, hot Polish, green chili, chicken apple, and the world's best chorizo. You can source all of our sausage through a variety of food service distributors. If your distributor doesn't carry it, call us. We'll come direct. You want a custom item? We'll do that too. Samples, and of course, sausage jokes, can be had by contacting me directly at romesausage.com or by phone at 303-296-7663.
3, 2, you're out.
Okay. All right, back to the show in just a minute for Booze and the News. But right now, Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions. I have to tell you the success stories time and time again of Jeff Rourke with his tap systems and maintenance. Comes in all the time when people say the job that I had done needs to be cleaned up, and there he is, Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions, another family-owned and operated business that can't be beat. Him and his wife, Kristen, they put together an operation to not only do they install the tap lines of your dreams, they will maintain not only the work that someone else did and make it better, they will do their maintenance as well. They want you to have an A-plus.
But wait, if I have 100 lines and someone screwed it up, will they be able to fix it?
Without a doubt. Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions, he's the guy. If you're listening to us and you're a bar owner, a restaurant owner, a brewery owner, and you've got some miles on your wheels, get a hold of Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions because he wants to fine-tune your tap system to be the best that the brewers expect. The brewers want their beer to taste like it intended to taste. And Jeff, oh my goodness!
Wait, how do I get a hold
agree,
of him?
right?
Yeah, how do I get a hold of him?
You need good taps. Taps are the last thing that beer touches. It's got to be the best.
It's got to be the best. And Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions, he'll make sure that happens for you. Because if you're pouring inefficient beer, boys, what are you doing?
You're pouring your money down the drain.
And everybody knows that. Chris, you even know that.
I know that too,
Chef
yes,
Christopher
absolutely.
Moore. You're pouring your money down the drain, and we don't want that to happen because we want you to be as profitable as possible, and Jeff Rourke can do that for you. 720-272-3809.
Too fast. I need a pen. Give me a second.
720-272-3809. It's Jeff Rourke and A-Plus Beverage Solutions.
Now
Now it's time for the Modern Eaters Booze in the News segment.
I like my beer cold, my meat grilled, and my entertainment explosive.
All we need is a chair and a cooler beer.
Here's your booze news.
You better believe it. Booze in the News, all the booze news you can use right here on the Modern Eater Show on iHeartRadio and live from Studio Kitchen, Colorado. And Jeff Tyler from Spice Trade Brewing Company. I mean, I tell you what, every time I taste a beer from this magic man's creations,
it's just, I'm trying to figure out these crazy
you
flavors in
cannot
it right
figure
now.
it out.
Like,
and they're all pulled out, and Chef Chris Moore.
I'm looking at the colors,
Chef,
man.
we talk about beer is food, right, Jeff?
Beer is food, I believe that.
And we talk about that, or you talk about that with your co-host Andrew Moore on Beercraft every Monday at 4 p.m.
Yep.
And we're going to talk a little bit more about that. But right now there's a little bit of ground to cover. But as Jeff and Chris, Chef, you appreciate beers like this, right?
Absolutely. Just looking, and the one that strikes me the most is their Scarlet Hibiscus, having history in Central America with like Florida hibiscus or Florida jamaica, which is what they use, the hibiscus flower, and the color of that is just amazing. I mean, it's like a rosé wine, but it's not. It's a beer. It looks delicious.
Do you think it was a Grateful Dead? Do you think that Scarlet came out of there? No.
You want to know the story of the name?
I'd love it.
So Scarlet Giant's the name of the beer. It's a hibiscus key lime sour, and it was a collaboration that we did with the Denver Botanic Gardens. So what we did was we went to the Botanic Gardens, and we wanted to culture wild yeast at the gardens. And so we brought these plates, these little sterile media plates, and we put them all over all sorts of weird fruits and flowers. We've got Buddha's hand, and we got the skin on there. We got some hibiscus flowers. We put some in the air, and we saw kind of if we found any wild yeast. And what we found was on their Scarlet Giant hibiscus flower, which is a hibiscus flower native to Southeast Asia. It's like a 20-foot tall hibiscus flower. We got a yeast off of it, a yeast strain.
Holy cow. And
we grew that up, and then we fermented this beer with it. So this beer is fermented with yeast from the Botanic Gardens. Then we add coriander, Utah rock salt, key lime, and hibiscus from the Boulder Tea Company.
Oh, my goodness. I'm
Talk
glad
about
that's what
science.
inspired you rather than that other flower that smells like a bum's rear end or something.
Right. It was the gardens, the beautiful, aromatic, delicious gardens.
Wait, you think a
inspired
hibiscus
us.
doesn't smell good?
No.
The begonia.
I think he's talking about the death flower.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know that flower that
I
I'm
do.
talking about?
Blooms
Okay.
like every 3 years or something like that.
Oh, the one that's. But you were in the dome, right? You got
We were
that
in the
stuff?
dome. Yeah, this was in the conservatory. It's one of the it doesn't grow natively in Colorado, so it has to be kind of temperature controlled, humidity controlled. But we got a really good yeast strain off of it, and we've been brewing with it ever since.
Fair to say no one could ever do that again?
Not like we did. Definitely not.
This kind of beer knowledge is what you'll get from Beercraft every Monday, and I kind of get jealous because that's a pretty popular show that a lot of people watch, and it's right here at Studio Kitchen, Colorado, the Modern Eater production, and these guys, Andrew Moore and Jeff Tyler, just really bring you everything that you want with beer knowledge, but other than that, Tuesday night, Carly Smith, the Fairy Gut Mother, here you are. You're pouring beers at this gut health dinner. Beer and gut health, is there anything to that? Because beer's gotten the rap, Jeff, of being the opposite of gut health.
So it has, and I think I am so excited for this dinner on Tuesday with Carly Smith because it's the only dinner I've ever done with Spice Trade where the whole dinner is designed around digestion and gut health throughout the meal. 5-course dinners are a lot to take on, but this is specifically designed for digestibility and gut health, which is super cool. And we have some fun beers that we're going to be bringing. We are bringing the Scarlet Giant, and this has some probiotics in it. You know, it's a kettle soured beer, so it actually has lactobacillus in it that helps sour it, which is the same thing you find in yogurt.
Lactobacillus what?
Lactobacillus. So it's a lactic acid bacteria. It makes lactic acid. That's what makes yogurt. It's what makes cheese. It's super healthy for your microbiome. But the thing I'm most excited about for the dinner is we have one brand new beer that we haven't released yet. It's a collaboration that we're doing with Liberati. And we had Alex Liberati on Beercraft. He talked all about Anno beers and his wine beer hybrids. But we're going to be making a vermouth-style beer. So it tastes like vermouth. It's 14% alcohol. It's made with grapes. It's made with barley. And it's bittered with a bunch of really cool herbs. We have wormwood, angelica root, chamomile, a bunch of really cool herbs. And it's going to be a bitter digestif that you're going to have in between courses.
Okay, so with 40 seconds left, this is what's cool. Tuesday night, you'll be here, but Monday there will be a beer craft. Can you go more in depth with that and spend 20 seconds of just talking about what Monday's beer craft is going to be all about?
Monday's Beer Craft, we're going to continue our World Beer Tour. So we've been to Germany, we've been to Belgium. We're going to continue it with a super secret new location that we're going to have on Monday, but you're going to get an idea of the culture and the brewing history from that region, and maybe a little bit of kind of the food history from that region.
You're missing out if you don't tune into Beer Craft. It's every Mondays at 4 p.m., and Jeff Tyler and Andrew Moore, the authorities of craft beer here in Colorado. I thank you so much. Yeah, Chris Moore. So cool.
Thank you,
Tune into this show. It's great. We'll see you next week.
Not a big summer guy. Too hot. Not a big winter guy either. Too cold. My favorite season? Safety season. Because it's every season. 24/7, 365. For all things safety, I trust Grainger. Grainger's safety experts have the safety solutions and expertise to help keep your facility safe and your people safer all year long. Seasons may change, but Grainger's always got your back. Call clickgrainger.com or stop by for all things safety. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
There's nothing like meeting face-to-face, and there's nothing like Zoom to make that happen. Zoom lets you connect and do business across town or around the world. Zoom ties together all of your communication needs into one easy platform for video conferencing, phone calls, group chat, webinars, and your conference rooms. Connect easily from anywhere, your mobile phone, your laptop, or conference room. Zoom is how business gets done. Get your free account at Zoom.com today. Meet